Tonight on the America's Mart Football Report. When the fall color season hits its brilliant peak in Arkansas, you can bet the high school football playoffs can't be far behind. And again this year, just like clockwork, we've come to the end of the regular season just a few days after the leaves piled up in your yard and on your driveway. So many meaningful games are on tap this week as teams vie for spots in the postseason bracket. The kids are fighting their guts out to the final whistle. Last week, Maumelle clinched an important overtime win at Searcy by knocking down a two-point conversion pass. Greenbrier also made a defensive play as its game with Harrison ended to preserve a win. Both Stuttgart and Heber Springs connected on last-second Hail Marys to win their games. I'm David Wallace, and I'm not sure my heart can take it if games get any more exciting. Still, we're here to pick 'em. Stay tuned. The America's Mart Football Report starts now. This is The Spot, the show in which the experts from Hootens.com open their book of football knowledge to give you insights on which teams will win this week. As we like to brag, and probably will again tonight, they've done pretty well on those picks. I'm joined as always by the chief expert, Barry Grooms, to give analysis on select games. Bates Yoakum is our producer. Thomas Thrash is the executive producer. Giddy up, let's go, and look first at Class 7A. Only one change on the Hootens.com top 10, and it comes at the bottom at number 10. The top 9 remain the same, headed up by the Bryant Hornets, 9-0 and 6-0 in league play. The same record for the Conway Wampus Cats, number 2. Bentonville is 3rd, having already won the 7A West. Fayetteville will finish as the number 2 seed from that conference, and the Purple Dogs are ranked 4th. Then you have Pulaski Academy at 5. The Bruins play Little Rock Christian this week for the number 3 seed in the 7A Central. Rogers is 6th, and Springdale 7, Little Rock Christian 8, Bentonville West is 9, and then Cabot moves back into the top 10 at number 10 after beating Little Rock Central a week ago. Last week, Hootens.com got all 8 in 7A correct. Let's see if we can repeat that and start with the 7A West, where third-ranked Bentonville travels to ninth-ranked Bentonville West. A lot of rivalry games on the slate this week, as you would imagine, to close out the regular season. In this one, Hootens.com likes the Tigers on the road. Fourth-ranked Fayetteville is a favorite at Springdale Harbor. Another visiting team favorite, number 6 Rogers, going across town to Rogers Heritage. And 7th-ranked Springdale, another road favorite, traveling to Fort Smith Northside. So in the West, Hootens.com likes all visiting teams. In the 7A Central, number 1 Bryant entertains number 2 Conway, maybe the biggest game in any classification this week. Hootens.com thinks it will be close, but going with the visitors from Conway to pull off that win. Number 8 Little Rock Christian travels to 4th-ranked Pulaski Academy. Hootens.com likes the Bruins at home. Number 10 Cabot is a road favorite at winless North Little Rock. And Little Rock Southwest should get its second victory, traveling to Quigley Stadium to take on Central. Hootens.com likes Southwest. All right, Barry, some good ones in Class 7A. What do you think?
Well, David, the game everyone has anticipated all season is finally here. Bryant hosting Conway. Bryant has a great rushing attack, stingy defense, and they'll hit you from anywhere. Conway, meanwhile, they ran the football really well last week against Little Rock Christian. We know that they can throw the football. Bryant averages 51 points a game. Conway averages 50 points a game. Both teams give up 2 touchdowns or less. This one should go right down to the wire, David.
All right, let's move on now to Class 6A and look at the Hootens.com rankings. Number 1, as they've been all year, the Greenwood Bulldogs, still unbeaten at 9-0 and coming off an emotional week and a win over Southside. Number 2 is Benton. Then you have Shiloh Christian staying 3rd despite losing to Lake Hamilton. Mountain Home is 4th. Little Rock Catholic moves up 1 to number 5 after beating Marion. Marion drops 2 following that loss. Then at 7, Lake Hamilton up 1 spot after a win at Shiloh Christian. El Dorado is back into the top 10 at number 8 after a win over Jonesboro. Russellville slides 2 despite beating Siloam Springs. Van Buren slides 1 to number 10 after a loss last week. Let's begin this week's picks in the 6A East, where second-ranked Benton goes to number 7 Marion. This is for the conference title. Hootens.com likes the Panthers on the road. Number 8 El Dorado is a favorite at home against Sheridan. Number 5, Little Rock Catholic, traveling north to Sylvan Hills. Hootens.com likes the Rockets to win easy there. Jonesboro is another blowout favorite, traveling to West Memphis. In the 6A West now, number 1 Greenwood entertains 4th-ranked Mountain Home. This shapes up as a good game, and it too is for the conference title. Hootens.com going with the homestanding Bulldogs. 7th-ranked Lake Hamilton is a home favorite over 9th-ranked Russellville in what is expected to be another close game. Fort Smith Southside is a road favorite at Siloam Springs, and Hootens.com is going with Shiloh Christian, the number 3 team, to bounce back from last week's loss. Playing at Van Buren, should be a blowout win for the Saints. Barry?
Well, David, Mountain Home traveling to Greenwood, as you said, is for a conference championship. Greenwood has beaten Mountain Home 7 times since 2020 by a combined 322 to 48. But this is not your average Mountain Home team. The Bombers are 8-1 for the first time since 1966 after dismantling Van Buren a week ago. Greenwood, as you said, been a juggernaut all season long. The top scoring team in the state, putting up 58 points a game. That's why Hootens.com is going with the Bulldogs.
Okay, we've reached our first time out for this America's Car Mart football report. We're back to continue with Class 5A in a moment. I'm David Wallace for America's Car Mart. It's game day in Arkansas. Well, it's always game day at America's Car Mart. For more than 40 years, Car Mart has helped hardworking Americans get into quality used vehicles. Car Mart works hard to ensure customers drive away happy. They give customers peace of mind by keeping them on the road and helping them succeed. That's why Car Mart was named to Newsweek's list America's Most Trustworthy Companies for 2023. Car Mart, in your town or community near you, a proud sponsor of Arkansas high school football.
Not all college ends with a bachelor's degree. There are shorter-term programs that help students get to work in a profession they love. Best of all, Arkansas needs qualified workers in these high-demand fields: healthcare, industry manufacturing, and information technology. There are scholarships such as Arkansas Workforce Challenge and Our Future that will help pay for classes.
Go beyond your field of study and get a world-class education in leadership. As an Army officer, you'll work side by side with peers who support your growth. And you'll become a role model, mentor, and decision maker in any environment, at any scale. It's a challenging path, but along the way you'll sharpen your skills and show yourself and those around you exactly what you're capable of. Decide to lead at goarmy.com/officer.
Welcome back to the America's Car Mart studios. America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road. And that's the title sponsor of our program. Let's go on to Class 5A now and look at the Hootens.com rankings for 5A. The top 5 staying the same from a week ago, led by Little Rock Parkview, still number 1 after beating Hot Springs Lakeside. Second ranked is Joe T. Robinson, an impressive 8-1 on the season. Valley View is unbeaten at number 3. In fact, the Blazers are the only unbeaten team left in Class 5A. Hot Springs Lakeside is 4th, and you had Farmington, the 5A West champions, at number 5, and the Cardinals are 8-1. Another covey of Cardinals, Camden Fairview, is 6th. Harding Academy stays at 7th. Bologna moves into the top 10 at number 8. And the Eagles are in the top 10 for the first time this year after beating Marlton a week ago. Wynn drops 1 spot to number 9 after falling to Harding Academy. And Maumelle is back into the top 10 at number 10. First time they've been there in 6 weeks. Hootens.com got 15 of 16 picks correct in 5A. And let's keep it rolling this week. Give you picks from the 5A Central, where second-ranked Joe T. Robinson goes to number 10 Maumelle. Hootens.com picks the Senators in this Thursday night tilt. Searcy is home against BB in another Thursday night game. In fact, 3 of the 4 in this conference are Thursday games. In this one, Hootens.com picks the Lions of Searcy. Whitehall is a road favorite at Pine Bluff. And in the only Friday night game in this conference, Jacksonville is a road favorite at Watson Chapel. We move now to the 5A East, where third-ranked Valley View, the conference champion, travels to Batesville. Hootens.com thinks the Blazers will finish the regular season unbeaten, picking them in this game. Seventh-ranked Harding Academy is a home favorite over Brooklyn. Number 9 Wynn travels to Nettleton. This is important because the winner gets the 3rd seed. The loser falls to the number 4 seed, Hootens.com is picking the Yellow Jackets of win. Paragould welcomes crosstown rival Greene County Tech. The winner of this game gets the Bell Trophy. It's important in that neck of the woods, and Hootens.com likes Paragould to win. In the 5A South now, top-ranked Little Rock Parkview is a road favorite at 6th-ranked Camden Fairview. Number 4 Hot Springs Lakeside at home is the pick against rival Hot Springs. Magnolia is a home favorite over winless Hope, and Hootens.com likes Texarkana to win at home against DeQueen. Now to the 5A West, where number 5 Farmington, having already sewn up the conference title, travels to Alma. Hootens.com likes Farmington to win again. Number 8, Valonia, is entertaining Greenbrier. This is the Battle of the Judges Cup, an intra-county rivalry, and Hootens.com is going with Valonia at home. Marlton is a road favorite at Clarksville, and Hootens.com picks Harrison at home over Pea Ridge. There you have the 5A picks. Barry, how about some analysis?
Couple of conference titles on the line. David, Joe T. Robinson at Maumelle. The winner is the conference champ, number 1 seed. Joe T. Robinson has won conference titles 6 of the past 7 seasons. They're getting great play at quarterback from Tyson Bratton. That defense is forcing a couple of turnovers a game. Maumelle, meanwhile, hasn't won a conference title since 2014. But the Hornets this year have won 5 consecutive games. Still, Joe T. Robinson's going to be tough.
Good enough. That wraps up 5A. We'll roll on with Class 4A as the America's Car Mart football report continues. I'm David Wallace for America's Car Mart. Who's feeling the football spirit? America's Car Mart proudly sponsors Arkansas high school football. Like our hardworking football players, the team at Car Mart works hard to keep you on the road. Car Mart knows that buying a vehicle is a big decision. That's why they take selling you a vehicle very seriously. When you shop at Car Mart, they're there for you through the good times and the bad times until you drive away with a title to your vehicle. Save time at the dealership and start your car buying journey online at car-mart.com. America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road.
Going to college may not look the same as it has before, but you have the power to move forward. There are over 1,000 hands-on or online programs in Arkansas designed to put you to work, and they qualify for state scholarships and grants. Healthcare, education, computer technology, industry technology, and more. Take your next step forward. Visit explorearcareers.com with instructions.
Why do tacos get their own day of the week? Is it because Mondays are so rough, we need a Tuesday filled with beefy tortillas shared with good friends? If so, why don't we have Wellington Wednesdays, Stroganoff Saturdays, and heck, Meatball Mondays? Then, Mondays would just be another reason to enjoy our favorite beef with our favorite people. Together, we bring more. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
Courtesy of Beef. It's whatsfordinner.com.
Hungry on your way to the game? Satisfy that craving at Colton's. Throw those peanut shells in a bucket, grab a hot roll and butter. Then enjoy one of our hand-cut steaks or any of our mouth-watering entrees in a relaxed, casual dining atmosphere. With 14 convenient locations across the state, you're sure to find a Colton's near your Friday night football destination.
Class 4A of Arkansas High School football is the order of the hour now as we continue on the America's Car Mart football report. Let's look at Class 4A on Hootens.com. The top 10 stay the same from a week ago. At number 1, the Elkins Elks, clinching the 1-4A title with last week's win over Gravett. At number 2 is Arkadelphia. Then you have third-ranked Warren. The Lumberjacks clinched the 8-4A title a week ago by beating Helena. Unbeaten Mills is 4th. Another unbeaten team, Malvern, is 5th. Then Gravett staying at number 6 despite losing to Elkins. DeWitt is 7th. Southside at number 8 has clinched the 3-4A title. The number 9 Dardanelle Sand Lizards and number 10 Mina play this week. That's for the 4-4A title. Last week, Hootens.com got 20 of 24 picks correct. Here are this week's selections in the 1-4A. Number 1, Elkins, going to Huntsville. The game is academic, and it should be one-sided. Elkins a big favorite. Number 2, Gravett welcomes Gentry. This game is for the number 2 spot in this conference. Hootens.com likes Gravett at home. Prairie Grove is a road favorite at Lincoln. And Green Forest gets the nod at Berryville. This is the Carroll County feud Green Forest is the pick. In the 2-4A now, number 4 Mills is unbeaten, welcoming Lone Oak. The winner gets the number 1 playoff seed. A lot riding on this one. Hootens.com likes Mills to win at home. Heber Springs is a home favorite over Riverview. Forest City entertains Central Arkansas Christian. The number 4 seed from this conference is on the line here. Hootens.com likes Forest City. Hall Steam is a favorite at home over Bald Knob. Now to the 3-4A, where the first couple here are Thursday night games. Highland entertaining Pocahontas, the winner getting the number 2 seed. Hootens.com likes the Rebels of Highland. Gosnell is a home favorite over Jonesboro Westside, and that should not be close. Number 8 Southside is a favorite at Blytheville, and Hootens.com likes Truman at home over Cave City. 4-4A now. Number 9 Dardanelle welcoming number 10 Mina. Could be a close one. Hootens.com going with the Sand Lizards at home. Ozark is a road favorite at Clinton. Mild upset in that one. Pottsville is the selection at home against Dover. And Hootens.com likes Lamar traveling to Waldron. To the 7-4A now. This is the Hootens.com Class 4A game of the week, and it is second-ranked Arkadelphia at number 5 Malvern. Something's got to give. Hootens.com thinks it'll be the Badgers of Arkadelphia coming out on top. Bauxite goes to Harmony Grove Haskell, the winner to get the number 5 seed out of this conference. Hootens.com likes the Miners of Bauxite. Nashville goes to Genoa Central, having already sewn up the number 3 seed from this conference following last week's overtime loss to Malvern. Nashville is the pick in this game, and Ashdown is a home favorite over Fountain Lake. Now to the 8-4A. All of these Thursday night games, so bear with us if they've already been played, but we're picking number 3 Warren at home over Crossit. 7th-ranked DeWitt on the road at Monticello. DeWitt favored there. Hootens.com likes Hamburg to win at Stuttgart, and Star City to claim its battle with Helena. Star City the favorite there. All right, Class 4A. And I think we've already touched on the game of the week, Barry. Tell us some more.
David, it's Arkadelphia Malvern. The winner gets the conference championship, number 1 playoff seed. Arkadelphia has won conference titles for the past 6 years and hasn't lost a conference game since week 5 of 2021. The Badgers have also beaten Malvern 14 of the past 23 years. Malvern won a state title 2 years ago, David, but the Leopards haven't won a conference title since 1997. That's why Arkadelphia is the big pick over Malvern.
I just got a feeling we're going to have some more games go right down to the wire in that classification. Well, we'll come back and go through Class 3A and AA in a moment. This is the America's Car Mart Football Report. I'm David Wallace for America's Car Mart. You know, America's Car Mart is your number 1 fan when it comes to Arkansas high school football. And when you drive away in a quality used vehicle from Car Mart, they're cheering for you all the way to the end zone. From purchase to payoff, Car Mart is there for you. They'll work with you and your situation to find a payment plan that fits your budget. So go see for yourself why Car Mart is different from all the rest. Stay connected by following Car Mart on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and online at car-mart.com. America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road.
Go beyond your field of study and get a world-class education in leadership. As an Army officer, you'll work side by side with peers who support your growth, and you'll become a role model, mentor, and decision maker in any environment, at any scale. It's a challenging path, but along the way you'll sharpen your skills and show yourself and those around you exactly what you're capable of. Decide to lead at goarmy.com/officer.
David Wallace here. We're back for the 4th quarter of our final regular season edition of the America's Car Mart Football Report. That means Class 3A and 2A. And first, the Hootens.com Class 3A rankings. At number 1, the Fordyce Redbugs, followed by number 2, Bismarck. Both of those teams are 9-0. Mansfield is 7-2, but clinched the 1-3A title with a win last week over Greenland. At 4, you have Prescott, then Boonville at number 5. Osceola is 6th. Rivercrest is up 2 to number 7 after beating Manila. 8 is Charleston. The Tigers slipping 1 after a loss to Boonville. At 9, you have Risen down 1 position as well, following the Wildcats' loss to Fordyce. 10th is Newport. All right, last week, Hootens.com got 83% correct in Class 3A. Let's begin our picks this week with the 1-3A, where number 5, Boonville, travels to Lavaca. Hootens.com likes the Bearcats to win there. Number 8, Charleston is a home favorite over Greenland. Hootens.com is going with third-ranked Mansfield at home over West Fork, and Hackett on the road at Cedarville. In the 2-3A now, let's give you the pick. Salem is a road favorite at Quitman in a Thursday night game. Mayflower is the pick at Atkins. Melbourne is a road favorite at Mountain View. Hootens.com picking Yellville Summit at home over Episcopal. Now to the 3-3A, where number 6 Osceola goes to Manila, and the Seminoles are favored there. Pickett is winless on the year and travels to 7th-ranked Rivercrest. In fact, Pickett hasn't won a game in more than 3 years, so you know Hootens.com is picking Rivercrest. Number 10, Newport is a road favorite at Harrisburg, and Hootens.com goes with Walnut Ridge at home over Hoxie. Now we go to the 4-3A, where Jessieville travels to Cutter Morning Star. Hootens.com likes Jessieville in that one. Glen Rose is a road favorite at Danville in what could be a blowout. Perryville is also on the road and also favored, playing at Magnet Cove, and Paris is the pick at home against Two Rivers. In the 7-3A now, where number 2 Bismarck goes to Horatio. This could be another blowout win, and it goes to Bismarck. Number 19, Harmony Grove, Washita County at Parker's Chapel. Hootens.com likes HGOC in that one. Falk is a favorite at Smackover, and Hootens.com is picking 4th-ranked Prescott at Centerpoint. Now to the 8-3A, where Dumas travels to Drew Central. Hootens.com going with the Bobcats. 9th-ranked Risen welcomes Barton, and this game has been moved to Thursday night. Hootens.com is still picking Risen in a blowout. And number 1, Fordyce is a road favorite at McGee. Hootens.com also picking Palestine Wheatley on the road, traveling to Lake Village. Okay, Barry.
David, last week Fordyce played Risen for a conference championship, or so we thought. This week Fordyce gets to play McGee. Winner takes that conference title for sure. Cadillac Ellison, the freshman phenom at quarterback for Fordyce, played well. He passed for 150 yards, also ran for a touchdown. McGee's only loss was to Risen, so if the Owls get the victory, we got to bring out the tiebreaker and figure everything up, but Hootens.com's going with Fordyce to get the win and the conference title.
Now to Class AA as we wrap things up on this America's Car-Mart Football Report. The Hootens.com AA rankings have Carlisle on top at number 1. Conway Christian is right behind them at number 2. Then the defending state champions, Bigelow, up 2 spots to number 3 after the Panthers won their 7th consecutive game. They're 7-2 on the year. Murfreesboro jumps 3 spots to number 4. The Rattlers secured the 3AA title. Junction City is up 3 as well, jumping to number 5 after slipping past Lafayette County. East Poinsett County is up 5 spots to number 6, back into the top 10, beating Des Arc last week. The Eagles of Des Arc dropping 4 spots to number 7. At 8 is Cross County, 6 spots up, and into the top 10 for the first time this year are the Thunderbirds. 9 is Mark Tree, dropping 5 positions, and Bearden up 6 spots, and also into the top 10 for the first time this year. The Bears are ranked 10th. In AA for the season, Hootens.com has picked 82% correct. Let's look at this week's picks in the 1-2A. Mount Ida at home is a favorite over Mountain Pine. Mountainburg is the pick at Johnson County West Side, both of those Thursday night games. Number 3, Bigelow goes to number 2, Conway Christian. Big game here. Hootens.com going with the Eagles of Conway Christian. And Hector is a road favorite at Magazine. And that wraps up the 1AA. All right, the 2-2A now. East Poinsett County at Mark Tree. Big game for playoff seeding. Hootens.com going with EPC. Des Arc is another road favorite, traveling to McCrory in a rivalry contest in a Thursday night affair. Cross County at Earl gets the nod. Cross County is favored there. Winless Mariana traveling to Izard County, another winless team. And so something's got to happen, and Hootens.com thinks it'll be Izard County coming out on top. In the 3AA, all games in this conference are Thursday night. Number 4, Murfreesboro is a home pick against Mineral Springs. 5th-ranked Junction City playing at Spring Hill is favored there. Dirks is a home favorite over Gurdon, and Hootens.com likes Lafayette County at Foreman. In the 4AA now, the winner of this game gets the conference title. We're talking about Carlisle welcoming Hazen. You don't need a lot of extra incentive when these two get together. Hootens.com is picking the Bison of Carlisle to finish the regular season unblemished. Poen is a home favorite over Clarendon in the Thursday game. England entertaining Bearden with a playoff berth on the line. Hootens.com picking Bearden. And Hootens.com is going with Hampton playing at Baptist Prep. All right, Barry, our Hootens.com game of the week, number 3 against number 2.
And David, for the third straight year, Bigelow-Conway Christian game decides the conference championship. Bigelow on that roll, as you said, 7 straight victories. This is a tough matchup, though, against Conway Christian. Conway Christian mercy ruled Hector 43-0 a week ago, and Conway Christian knows how to win tough games, so that's why we picked Conway Christian.
That'll do it for Class 2A on this America's Car Mart Football Report. I'm David Wallace for America's Car Mart. Who's feeling the football spirit? America's Car Mart proudly sponsors Arkansas high school football. Like our hardworking football players, the team at Car Mart works hard to keep you on the road. Car Mart knows that buying a vehicle is a big decision. That's why they take selling you a vehicle very seriously. When you shop at Car Mart, they're there for you through the good times and the bad times until you drive away with the title to your vehicle. Save time at the dealership and start your car buying journey online at car-mart.com. America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road.
Why do tacos get their own day of the week? Is it because Mondays are so rough, we need a Tuesday filled with beefy tortillas shared with good friends? If so, why don't we have Wellington Wednesdays, Stroganoff Saturdays, and heck, Meatball Mondays? Then, Mondays would just be another reason to enjoy our favorite beef with our favorite people. Together, we bring more. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
Courtesy of Beef, it's what'sfordinner.com. Well, that'll do it. We're glad you've joined us. And we hope you'll check out Hootens.com throughout game night for the high school scoreboard, powered by First Security. That's where you can watch the scores change right before your very eyes as we update all the scores in real time. Hootens.com is also where you'll find a video feature on Prairie Grove quarterback Alex Abshire, this week's First Community Bank Scholar Athlete of the Week. We're back again next week to help you usher in the postseason on another America's Car Mart Football Report. For Barry Grooms and all the Hootens.com gang, I'm David Wallace. We'll see you at the stadium.